Hey, Mr. Jordan, what do you think about Marcus and Larsa Pippen together? You approve of it?
No.
You don't approve?
So it looks like Michael Jordan is still not in support of his son Marcus's relationship with Larsa Pippen, and he takes every chance he can to make his disapproval clear. This time he is slamming Marcus for simping over Larsa, revealing how Marcus went begging Larsa on his knees after she broke up with him for not spending money on her lavishly. But MJ didn't stop there, because he also had some choice words for Larsa, dragging her for filth and accusing her of trying to force Marcus, who is 16 years younger than she is, to be her sugar daddy. Y'all, it looks like MJ has gotten to his limit, and he is about to put an end to this relationship once and for all.
Did Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan break up? I am actually kind of shocked that it seems like they did. Not only did Larsa delete all the pictures of Marcus off her Instagram, she also unfollowed him and then posted this story. Should your friends unfollow your ex? Which most people said yes.
Now, if y'all thought that Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan's relationship was messy before, well, it just went from messy to downright weird, because they broke up and made it just a couple of days, and now NBA legend Michael Jordan is convinced that Larsa has made his son her sugar daddy. But Larsa Pippen and Marcus went public with their relationship last year, and listen, did they get a lot of hate for their romance. If you're wondering why some folks were throwing shade at this relationship, it's because they found it super creepy, like real creepy. First off, there's a whole age thing. Larsa is a whopping 16 years older than Marcus. She's almost 50 and he's only 33, but even though they're both adults, the age gap raised a whole bunch of eyebrows. People couldn't stop talking about it online, debating whether it was okay or just plain weird. Some folks thought it was totally bizarre, while others were like, hey, they're both adults, let them live. Well, Marcus is a grown man, and some folks figured it wasn't anyone else's business who he dated. But here's the real thing that got everybody riled up: the idea that Marcus and Larsa have been knowing each other since he was practically a little kid. In case you haven't put the two and two together yet, let me spell it out for you. Marcus is the son of basketball legend Michael Jordan and his wife Juanita. And Larsa, well, she used to be married to Scottie Pippen, who just happened to be Michael's teammate on the Chicago Bulls back in the 90s. Now, at the time, Scottie and Larsa were already married and Marcus was already born at the time. Now, if you're familiar with the NBA scene, you know that basketball families tend to stick together off the court as well. It's like a whole extended family thing. Well, given that Scottie and Michael were teammates, it's pretty much a given that their families would have crossed paths at several points. Sure, Scottie and Michael had their fair share of drama, that they didn't like each other that much, but they were still on the same team, so their families would have mingled, even if they weren't exactly the best pals. So Larsa has had to have known Marcus since he was way younger, while she was still a fully grown adult in her 20s. Even though Marcus is all grown up now, some folks still find it mega weird that she is into someone that she's known that long. But hey, I'm not gonna judge, just laying out the facts that the streets are saying, and why there's a whole lot of hate being thrown at their relationship. Now, Larsa did come out and deny that she knew Marcus when he was a child, claiming that she never ran into him as a child. She left a comment under a post by the Shade Room saying, "I just met him 3 years ago. I never knew him or his family. I was 21 years old and in college when Scottie played that 1 year with MJ, and we weren't friends with them like everyone thinks." Well, most people still didn't believe her, and she was forced to address the allegations again in an interview with Tamron Hall, where she claimed that they met 4 years ago at a party.
Well, I feel like we literally just met at a party 4 years ago.
Oh, really?
And we were just friends.
Because we all lived in Chicago. And
Yeah.
When did you meet him?
4 years ago.
4 years. Where?
At a party. At a party. Like an LA party.
Did you know who he was at the time?
Once again, folks weren't buying it. They thought that she was just trying to cover her tracks to dodge all the hate and drama swirling around on the social media. Now, let me tell y'all, the backlash was crazy. But as some fans pointed out, the reason that she was catching all this heat is because of how she handled things from the beginning. She was being all secretive and like she knew she was stepping into murky waters, and people pointed out how she didn't even acknowledge the relationship at first. An insider spilled the tea about the relationship, saying, Larsa and Marcus Jordan are casually hanging out. The two have a lot of the same friends in common, so they have been around one another a lot and enjoying hanging out. They are having fun together. They also added, Larsa's divorce from Scottie was finalized at the beginning of this year, and she's enjoying that freedom. But Larsa continued to play coy about the relationship, because when she was asked about her relationship to Marcus, she flat out denied it, claiming that she was just friends with Marcus.
People say you're dating.
I have a lot of friends. I mean, I'm very social. I was married for 23 years. Like, this is the time for me to really, like, hone in on my relationship.
Unfortunately, this turned out to be yet another lie that she was caught in. A few weeks after she denied dating Marcus, paparazzi pictures of them kissing quickly went viral, and some people slammed Larsa for lying. Now, the interesting part about this is that Larsa admitted that when she and Marcus first started hanging out, she stored his name under a fake alias. She said, "I could never really put you under your name in my phone, so I had you under Mark Jacob. I didn't want anyone to know when you called me." Even though it sounded like she was just trying to keep her life private, some people took this to mean that she was hiding the relationship because she knew what she was doing was something wrong, didn't want people in her circle to find out. Now, one burning question that has been on everybody's lips is how both families have been handling this situation. I mean, we're talking about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen here, two legends with the beef that's lasted longer than most Hollywood marriages. So how did they react when they found out that Marcus was dating Scottie's ex? According to Larsa, the family vibe was all good. She said they were cool with the whole relationship.
You met Michael Jordan and Juanita Jordan, and what did they say about the relationship?
You know, I don't really, I mean, of course, I recently have met, you know, I've recently been hanging out with them, but I don't really want to talk about them. I feel like it's not about, you know, my parents or his parents. They're all happy. Our whole family's fine.
So basically, she made it sound like Michael was totally cool, and while she didn't come right out and say it, she hinted that Scottie was chill about it too. But surprise, surprise! Turns out she wasn't exactly being truthful about Michael Jordan's feelings. Just recently, he spilled the tea that he's not exactly thrilled about Marcus and Larsa's dating. He was in Paris a few weeks after Larsa and Marcus went public, and the paparazzi hit him with the question of whether he gave his blessing to Marcus and Larsa. And here's what he said.
Hey, Mr. Jordan, what do you think about Marcus and Larsa Pippen together? You approve of it? No. You don't approve? Do you think he's gonna...
So it looks like Larsa was lying about how Michael really feels about the relationship, and a lot of people aren't surprised to learn that he is not in support of their relationship. But it looks like his feelings might even run deeper than that, because the insider revealed that Michael has been creeped out by the relationship from the very start. But it looks like Marcus is not here for his dad giving his 2 cents about his relationship, because he immediately arranged for an interview with ET, where he tried to claim that everybody misunderstood his dad's comments. He said, "I think my family just wants to see me happy. And so as long as I'm happy, they're happy with it, you know, where I'm living." Everybody had an opinion at first. I think there was some shock and interest early on, but I think that was the whole point of us trying to spend some family time together. Yeah, if Marcus was willing to go against his father for Larsa, then y'all know that he was into her. Their reports were from insiders that he was head over heels in love with her. He was 100% under her control. Well, the next thing we knew, Marcus and Larsa unfollowed each other on social media, and there were rumors that they had broken up. Larsa confirmed the rumors when she started to throw shade at Marcus on Instagram, like this poll on Instagram where she asked if it was okay to ask her friends to unfollow her ex. Now, this was very messy, and insiders reported that Marcus was completely broken up about the breakup and was torn up about it. Larsa, on the other hand, wasn't as bothered, and the insider hinted that she was all about the money and dumped Marcus because the money was not rolling in. According to a source, Larsa needs a man that's a bit more mature and financially stable. Marcus was fun, but Larsa is looking for someone that she can build a life with. So it sounds like the money just wasn't rolling in, so Larsa dipped. Well, we thought that was the end of the drama, but the next thing we know, they made up and they even spent Valentine's Day together. But it's something more, because it looks like the breakup had Marcus opening up his purse strings and dropping a bag on Larsa. They were spotted on a shopping spree at her maze, where it was clear that he had spent heavily on her. They were spotted on a date and sparked romance rumors when Larsa was spotted with a huge rock on her ring finger, leading to believe that Marcus may have proposed to her. And as expected, Marcus's father MJ was not here for it, and according to sources, he has put Marcus on blast for simping over Larsa, calling him weak. According to an insider, MJ believes that Larsa is trying to make Marcus into her sugar daddy to get her hands on the Jordan family money. But not only that, allegedly Allegedly, MJ believes that the reason Larsa dumped Marcus in the first place was that she was trying to manipulate him into opening his bag and spending lavishly on her. And going by the Hermes shopping spree and the huge rock on her finger, it looks like she might have succeeded in that. Well, fans have been leaving comments, of course, saying stuff like Larsa going from very publicly unfollowing Marcus to being spotted out with him on Valentine's Day 3 days later with the massive new diamond on her ring finger while in a white dress is absolute performance art. Obsessed. I want to know what Marcus Jordan didn't do that pissed Larsa off so much that she broke up with him. And this person is just here for the chaos and tweeted, if this wedding does happen, I need Scottie Pippen giving Larsa away as Jordan stands there being Marcus's best man. Y'all are chaotic. Well, drop your thoughts in the comments below and then check out this next video.